Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Marva. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to give you a tour of the garden after the brutal winter weather that we have had. Yeah. So I'm going to show you what's happening in this tropical garden. And we have more than 20 different fruit trees in the garden. And most of them have been affected in one way or another. I'm going to show you and take you around the garden. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I thank you in advance for your time, your patience, your thumbs up, subscribing, for sharing, for helping the channel to grow. I'm going to give a couple more minutes for some people to jump on, and then we'll start the tour. You'll be able to see each fruit tree and the beds and the plants and how they are fared in this persistent cold weather. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have clear blue skies today. Today is one of our best days in a long time. I mean, it was cool early in the morning, like 56 degrees Fahrenheit, but now it's in the 70s. A very pleasant temperature, warm day today. A pleasant day it is. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming by. Welcome. Just waiting for a few more people to jump on so I can start the tour so you can see exactly what's happening here. You know, tropical trees don't cannot tolerate cold weather, especially when the cold weather is persistent, you know, long days of coldness. Usually we get maybe 1 or 2 days, but I mean, this season it's been like 5 days, 6 days, unusually cold weather. And the trees are showing the signs of the effects. But we're going to talk about those that made it through as well. Yeah. As you come on, can you give a thumbs up? I'll give about another minute and then I'll start the tour. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for in advance for your support, for helping the channel to grow. Yeah, we're going to talk about the things that are in the garden and how the cold weather affected them or not. Mhm. I'm going to start with that tree that you see in the thumbnail. And that's, I think, I mean, I've never seen it happen like that. But that tree, give about 30 more seconds, take a walk, and we start the tour. Remember your thumbs up, guys? Yeah. Thank you for coming. All right. So I'm going to take you to that tree that you saw on the thumbnail. We'll start there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. This is that tree. This is the Otaheite apple tree, also known as the Jamaican apple tree. Now, nope, this has nothing to do with us. This is how it. This is how the cold weather has affected it. The leaves are like burnt. They are. That's what it is. They're burnt. Joshua, welcome, welcome. It's been a while, Joshua. Yeah, this is the Otaheite apple tree. The cold weather. Look at that. They just fall. The leaves are just, and they're falling off. And I think the whole tree is going to be bare. I don't know what's going to happen after that because I've never seen it like this before. Look at that. Cold weather. Oh, you've been busy every day? Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, look at that. This Otaheite apple tree got the worst of it. Look at this. I mean, it just burnt them. Thank you for your thumbs up. I appreciate it. It burnt off the leaves. And every single bit of it is going to fall off. Before, the whole thing I think is going to look like this. You just have to wait to see what happens afterwards. But yeah, cold weather and Otaheite apple tree, they don't go together. Mm-mm. I mean, I'm going to have to clean up these leaves here. I'll just leave them under there to become mulch. But boy, oh boy, never seen it like this. Mm-mm. So that's one tree. Thank you for coming, guys. Welcome. And let's take a look at other plants. This is one of the beds of pineapples. They're actually turning yellow. And this one I think has already, this is died. This is not going to do anything, I don't think. Look at that, you see that? It's out already. And one of the most surprising things to me too is seeing the callaloo like this. I never thought that the callaloo would suffer like this. And just so 2 weeks ago, I harvested some lush green callaloo from here and even gave away some. But now I'm going to have to uproot these and start all over. Look at the burn. Oh, it burned. The habanero pepper didn't stand a chance at all. Yeah, didn't stand a chance. No. And another tree, on another fruit tree, one of the other fruit trees are the papayas. Now, I don't know if the papayas will be affected. I haven't harvested any since the cold weather. Just have to wait and see what will happen. But over here though, these papayas prematurely ripened. And the cold weather has something to do with that. See these? They never ripened this before. Never, never, never. Look, they didn't get a chance to grow any bigger. And the same thing is happening to that tree up there. Fruits are ripened immaturely. You just never know what's going to happen. You protect your garden as much as possible, but there are some things you can't protect it from. And sometimes it's the weather. This is our ackee tree. This is not bearing any fruit right now, so nothing is happening here with this tree. But let's hope that the weather does not stunt the fruits when they do come. You never know. And check out. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your thumbs up. Yeah, I'm just showing what the garden looked like after this brutal cold weather. Check out this banana plant here. You see that? That's what happens. They are crisp. Look at that. It has a bunch of bananas. I don't think the fruit will be affected. It's ready to be harvested. but I'm going to let this stay for a little bit more. But that's what it is. And this is a avocado tree. Last year, this time, it blossomed for the first time, and now I see it's blossoming again. And this is how the tree works. When when you see it blossoming for the first time, within 1 to 2 years, it will start producing fruits. So this one is the second time. Hopefully, this year we will get some fruits. Yeah, those are blossoms. This is another of our papaya tree. Check out the leaves. Look at that. Burnt to a crisp. Cold weather. It's as though they're freeze. So this entire limb will need to come down. You won't do it. You won't come back to it to the way it was before. So I'm going to cut these down. But this one is in a container. It's same thing. I hope it doesn't prevent it from blossoming and fruits. We have pineapple, the pineapple bed. This pineapple bed seemed to have been spared because it's surrounded, it's covered up by other trees. But I'm going to show you another bed where it's not like that. Here is our dwarf avocado tree. And this dwarf avocado gave us 3 fruits already. Two last year, one the year before. And so 1, 2, maybe this year we'll get 3, never know. We have volunteer pigeon peas over here, over in the rocks. They're just gonna be turning, they're gonna get old and just fall off and maybe start again. It's hard to reach those. See the banana plant? Cold weather did that. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time, your thumbs up. Yeah, that's what the cold weather did. Now here's another fruit. Check out these fruits. Coconut. Look at the color. Know what did that? The cold weather. And these fruits are ready. In fact, we have drunk a couple of them already. The coconut water. This is a dwarf tree. And so the fruit started bearing real early from way down here. It's delicious. They're delicious. Water, coconut water, delicious. But the color is just unusual. I know it has a lot to do with the weather. Here is something that I'm not sure about what's going to happen here. This is our yellow yam in container, but notice the leaves. And I don't believe the yam is ready yet. No, it wasn't ready. But these are going to fall off, so we're going to have no choice but to probably dig it up. But let me put some water in it anyway. Don't know what it looks like on it there. Going to give it maybe a week or so, just to see what's happening. And then if nothing else is happening, we'll just have to dig in there and see if there's anything. Thank you for coming. Yeah. We have a dwarf Julie mango tree right here. And I see blossom. You see it? Hold on, let me show you. Right here. Those are blossoms. So there's some gonna come right here too. Don't know if we're gonna get any fruits this year. It's a dwarf. Now over here, we planted some sugarcane. This is definitely tropical. Don't know if we're gonna get anything from here, but I'm gonna water them anyway. Just have to keep, you know, caring for them and see if anything comes. But this year is a very unusual, at a very unusual weather pattern, and we're not sure. Don't know if it's going to continue because we're still in the winter season. And usually this far, it doesn't get as cold as it did. I mean, 32 degrees, that's very, very cold here. 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's another banana plant that was affected. And we haven't had a banana from here yet. So I don't know what's going to happen. These we already harvested from. So these are going to come down anyway. But here is a sucker. This one will stay. But we're going to take this one down. And this over here too. We already had banana from it. And a sucker is coming out of it. I don't know how we're going to do that. It's joined together. The whole thing will have to come down. Now, here's what I was talking about, the pineapples in containers right here. Some of them have totally turned yellow. And yet, we have pineapples coming up. Watch. That's a pineapple. Here's another one. And these, and notice, the ones that are coming up with the pineapples, they are green. But this one over here is not coming up. Nothing is coming up here. It's yellow. Let's check out this one. This one is green. Oh, I see a pineapple down there. This one is green. There's a pineapple there. So I see a pattern. This one is green. Oh, and there's a big pineapple coming up here. Let's go check out this yellow one over here and see if there's a pineapple. Oh, I see something down there. It might have been coming up before the weather started. But that one over there, I don't think is going to survive. As you know, pineapples are totally tropical. Here's another coconut tree. This is bearing fruits for the first time. And they're fruits of different sizes. I hope this will not be stunted. This section here looks like they're ready. Here's another one that's ready. Look at this huge bunch. Wow. But it's turning brown too. This may not grow any bigger. This is a plantain. There are 1, 2 leaves, 3. These will have to come down, you know. They only get, it's only going to rot more and more. So I'm going to have to cut these down so that the energy can go into those that are good. Look how crisp this is. Here is a sugar apple or sweet sap. Now, usually during the winter time, it loses leaves, but not so much. This one, all of the leaves are gone. I see new ones here. Don't know what's going to happen here. We may or may not get any fruits from it. And our cherry tree hasn't borne any either. Because the cold spells keep coming and going, coming and going. You know, 1 week it's cold, then we get a little break, then it comes again. It really takes a toll on the plants. This was a plantain. I gave your girl Lala some of it. So these are no good. Here is our Nesberry tree. This one doesn't seem like it was affected. Don't know about the fruits yet. The fruits will tell though. When they start getting ripened, we will see if the weather affected them. But the fruits are still there. We had some very heavy, heavy winds as well. And I was concerned that the fruits were going to blow off, but they didn't. You may know these as sapodilla, Nesberry or sapodilla. This is banana plants. That's what it looks like. There's a bunch right here, and it seemed like this one is stunted, as if it stopped growing, like they want to start getting ripened. That's a result of the cold. They're not matured. They're not mature yet at all, but they look like they're about to ripen. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Remember your thumbs up. Another papaya tree here that is holding on. Let's get this down. Yeah, there's the one that's about to ripen. Here's another plantain. This looks like it has stopped growing too. Look at the speckles all over it. I mean, yeah, this plantain is done. Nothing's gonna happen with it. Here's another set of trees. This is the other side of the Nesberry tree. Over on this side, the fruits seem to be bigger. Now, the one tree that seems to be producing a lot even during the cold, but you can see the difference in the plants, is the guava tree. Here's a guava. Anybody want like this one? Go ahead. Grab it if you can. Now, look at the color of the leaves. Look at this. I've never seen it like this before. But that's just to tell you how terrible the cold weather was. Oh my goodness. Never seen it like this before. This and the plantain, same color. They're both burnt. They are burnt up. Here's our dwarf avocado. Just the leaves are messed up. Let's hope the fruits are not. More plantains, burnt up, burnt up, burnt up, burnt up. It's probably going to delay the fruits. Now, this papaya tree was doing well before. It looks like it made it. Oh, I see more fruits on the guava tree that I need to get, but let me come back around to that. And this coconut tree, it's always in the path of the winds, so most of the coconuts blew off. Our whole set was right here. They're gone. We're not going to get much from this tree. I'll come back and show you the beds, but let me come back over here on the guava tree. I need to get these guavas, or else the critters will, when they fall off. Yeah, I see more over here on this side. I just cannot. Oh, and look at that. It's even trying to do its thing. Look at the beautiful blossom. In spite of this, the tree saying, oh, I'm here. My goodness. Purple leaves. Purple leaves. We'll leave that one. I think I saw a couple over here. Even the fruit turned purple. Look at that. To the color of the leaves. There was one over here. That's from afar. Where are you? They hide underneath the leaves. Oh, it's way up there. There it is right there in the middle of your screen. I'm going to see if I can bring that limb down. Hold on. It's right there. Let's grab that. Yep, right here. I'm gonna have to give these away because I already have some on my countertop. Look at that. Oh, hold on one moment. Let me bring it back. Yes. So we have 3. Oh, this one looks like it's ready. It's getting ready. Oh, this is the one that is changing color as well. It's very hard though. All right, so we have 3 to give away. Beautiful guavas. The inside, the flesh is pink. Now let me show you what's going on. Oh, competition is going on next door. Somebody working on their yard. Let me show you what's going on in the beds. Now, if you want to continuously harvest crops, plant greens, they were not affected at all. Greens, brassicas, they are tolerant to cold weather. So I'm going to put you on the tripod and we'll take a look at the beds. Several beds. So let me get the tripod. Now, also, this year, if it's your first time, guys, this year is the first time that we have not had any pests in the garden, meaning white flies and aphids. One moment, let me get you on the standing tripod. Aphids and white flies were the one thing that took out the garden sometimes. But this year, I've discovered something new. In researching, I've discovered, oops, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. I need to tighten up. In researching pest control, because natural pest control, we don't use anything but natural pest control. I've discovered that a certain group of people, the Quakers, they use cloves in their garden. Yes, cloves, that spice that you use in your kitchen. While I'm talking to you, I'm going to be putting the nets back on. The cloves that they use, it said, keeps the pest away. So I've decided to try it. And lo and behold, I've been using it since we started the garden over here in September of last year, and we're now in February. It's about what, 5 months? And for the first time, I've had no pests in the garden. It also says it keeps away rats. Now, I don't have problems with rats, but I do have raccoons. And I noticed that the raccoons that used to come by and they would dig up the plants, now they just walk by. And I think the netting here has something to do with it. So that's what the netting is also for, especially the raccoons. And the reason why the pests stay away, they say, is the pungent smell in cloves. They don't like the smell, and so they don't show up. And I'm glad for that because we're able to harvest many, many times from the beds. Mhm. So I'm just putting these back because the raccoons, they come in the evenings. They walk through in the evenings and then back early in the mornings. They use this as their shortcut, I guess. It's like a shortcut for them. All right. I'm missing one of my spokes, but I need to go look for them. It's probably in here. I'll have to replace it. All right, in the next bed, we have, I hope you can hear me. We have celery and collard greens. The collard greens are here. Celery are down here. And some callaloo decided to plant itself in here. But this is what's happening to them. They they're burnt up too. Callaloo. Hmm. So let me put this back and then I'll show you what's going on in the mini bell pepper bed and the tomatoes. So if you want to have great harvest during the winter, consider planting greens, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, mustard greens, things of that nature. All right, let me show you this right here are sweet peppers. They too ah didn't make it. The bell peppers didn't make it at all. The Scotch bonnets not looking too bad. In fact, this one is ready. Look at this. Oh man, make sure you can see this. And there's another one as well. There's two under here. I'm just gonna take one if I can. Look at that. Beautiful. But look at the the mini bell peppers. Now they're supposed to be the green and white kind, yes. And the leaves are supposed to be looking green and white too. But you can tell that the leaves are burnt. Look at that, crisp. The leaves are burnt up. And I don't think these are gonna survive anyway. No, let me get this bell pepper here. The tomatoes, they fared very well. Oh, can you see those over there? I think I have a harvest there. Wow, lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. And there is another one I'm gonna get. And I'm just gonna eat these. Just like that. Oh, excuse me. Here it is. So I have a handful of fruits here. Scotch bonnet, a mini bell pepper, and 2 tomatoes. Not bad. Great. Here's some more tomatoes over here too. Ah, I see the cherry tomatoes. Some of them are ready to be harvested. Let me get my container. You see that, folks? These are juicy and delicious. Don't see any more on this side. Oh, because I need to be over here. That's why. Look at this. Look at this. There's 2 more. And there's another plant over here. Well, this one is kind of looking strange, but hey, nothing, not everything is perfect, but it's just as good. Yeah. Let's see if there's any more on this side. Hmm. No. But I know in a couple of days, there'll be more. Check out the basket. I didn't come to harvest, but there's always something in the garden. Tomatoes over here and guavas over here. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for coming by. I'm showing you what the garden looks like after the brutal cold weather we have. Now, these pineapples here are younger than the sets that I showed you earlier. So we're not going to see any coming up. And these seem to have been spared better than the others. Yeah. Yeah, a couple down here that may not make it. And now we have some more. Sorry about that. That green thing you're looking there at is the mustard greens. And we have some more kale right over here, which I'm not going to harvest today. Just have to protect this. I'm protecting it from the raccoons. That's what I'm doing now because I don't see any white flies or aphids coming around. And the next time, I'm gonna have to show you how I spread the cloves in the garden. Yeah. when it gets windy, it kind of shift this thing. So I'm going to get a couple pins and pin them on. I'm just going to use some small clothespins. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and this tree right here is a jackfruit tree. And you can see the leaves are burnt as well. See that? Cold weather is no joke on tropical plants. Nope, it's not. Mm. This tree has not yet started bearing fruits, but it won't be long now. A jackfruit tree takes 5 to 7 years to bear fruits, and this one has entered its fifth year. Dan, good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your like. I appreciate it. Dan from Romania, Transylvania. Yeah, I know it's after midnight there now. Yes, I'm just showing the garden, what it looks like after the brutal cold weather that we had here. And no, for you, 32 degrees Fahrenheit would not be brutal. You get that all the time. 0 degrees Celsius. This right here is our herbs bed. 3 weeks ago, I had to take out the basils. Basils cannot tolerate cold weather, and the basils were burnt. They were just burnt. I had to take them out and get rid of them. So instead, now I planted some more parsley, thyme, oregano, and I have two types of thyme. Let me show you. I have the French thyme. That's what you see mostly in the stores. French thyme. And this one is the lemon. And let me tell you. So we have sorry, not the French, just the English thyme. English thyme and lemon thyme. But the lemon thyme smells just like lemon. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Just like lemon. And that's the English. And then we have parsley. Yeah. And oregano. And I have some green onions in there. Green onions also deter pests. So if you have a garden, as much as possible, plant some green onions too. Yeah. Just keep out the pests. The white flies love these. We're not going to give them space for that. They love them. So even though most of the fruit trees in the garden were severely affected, I'm still thankful for those that made it. Yeah. This is a volunteer plant, meaning this plant, the papaya, decided to take up space right here on its own. And so we're getting fruits from it. Yes, folks. So that's the extent of the garden. And next time, I'm going to show you how I spread the cloves. Now, I did a live 2 nights ago that shows how I turn my cloves into powder. Put it in powder form is better and easier to spread. Oh, as I'm looking now, the birds need food. You can see the containers are empty. So I'm going to have to put some food in there for them. So they'll have food to eat and not want to eat the fruits in the garden. Dan says, sorry, in Romania it is 1. Yeah, oh, I said after midnight, but it's 1 a.m. Goodbye and good night from Transylvania. Transylvania. Thank you so much for coming. Have a good night's rest. So let me get the bird food. Mhm. We have all type of birds that come here. We have doves, local birds called the grackles, cardinals, blue jays, and parrots. When there's food, they come. Thank you for coming, for stopping by. The sun is about to set. I'm gonna put away this bird food here. Look at that beautiful sunset over there. You're welcome, Dan. Here watching the beautiful sunset. Thank you so much for your time. If you're just coming, what I did was gave a tour of the garden so you can see the fruit trees that were damaged during the very, very cold, relentless cold weather that we have been having. You know, they do affect tropical plants. I mean, we have had cold weather during winter, but not so much and not so long. This is like the first time that we have had such a relentless weather system. So I'm just here for the next couple more minutes to enjoy this sunset. And I want to thank you for coming. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Leave a thumbs up, share the channel. If you'd like to see the channel grow, go ahead and share it. And if you have not yet seen it, I'm going to show you the basket. Let me show you what we harvested. We have tomatoes, Scotch bonnet peppers, there's a mini bell pepper, and 3 guavas. Yes, folks. I can see another pepper. Almost. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you again for your time. If you'd like to see the channel grow, please go ahead and subscribe if you have not yet done so. Leave a thumbs up as well and a comment. And I'll see you next time right here in the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. If it's your first time, go ahead and check out some of the videos and let me know what you think. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, or morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. Bye.